Hey guys, in this video I'll be providing some tips to help you get organized. Hopefully, by taking advantage of these tips, you'll be able to have a consistently clean space. My first tip is to have a place for everything. Except for daily essentials like wallets and keys, you should have a place for most items in your space. Only keep items in the area that's been designated for them, so that it's easy to find what you need in the future. It's good to have a place for miscellaneous items, as some things may not fit into the categories you've created. My next tip is to compact things as much as possible. Store tall items like books vertically and long items like keyboards horizontally. By doing so, you'll be able to fit more items into a limited space. That brings me to my next tip, which is to take advantage of space-conserving packaging. If something you own came in a package that makes it easy to store it horizontally or vertically, store your item in that package. You can also use any reliable packaging to store other things. Here, I've used small cardboard boxes to store cables and other electronic accessories. My next tip is to remove items from your desk that you don't use daily. Even if you use any large items daily, it's good to relocate it to avoid any clutter. When you're using an item, remove it from the desk immediately once you're done using it. If you put any items to the side, you'll quickly end up cluttering your desk. When you do remove an item, be sure to put it back where it came from. Otherwise, you'll end up ruining your organization system. Donating, selling, recycling, or throwing away multiples you only use one of, or items you haven't used in at least a couple of months will help you declutter your space. For instance, if you only use mechanical pencils or have multiple calculators, it might be a good idea to get rid of the item or items that you aren't using. I strongly suggest donating or selling items instead of recycling or throwing them away. Throwing away items should only be a last resort. Donating or selling any electronic accessories that you know you don't need anymore, like old adapters, will help you declutter your space as well. Having an easily accessible recycling bin or trash can can also help declutter your space. If you need to recycle a lot of paper when you're working, have a recycling bin near your desk. If you don't have a trash can or recycling bin, you can always just use a cardboard box. My final tip is to have a place for everyday essentials. I mentioned this briefly at the beginning of the video. Having a dedicated space for these frequently used items will make it easier to grab what you need when heading out the door. Thanks for watching. If you have any tips or suggestions, be sure to leave them in the comments below.